What's going on, people? It's your man, the White Bee. Once again, big shout out to my Alistair Scott for coming through and boosting up the coin. So, I got a leak for you, man. A 4-week-old leak at that. Bosh. George Fox, which is Don Charles's. I think it must be Don Charles's son, half-breed, another half-breed, man. Listen, man, the half-breeds can't fight yet, but they got good bars, I've got to be honest with you. We are the best at bars. This guy here made me laugh, man. Anyway, he gets in, he sticks it on Usyk and says, listen, you got folded like a cheap IKEA deck chair to the body. Yeah? You got folded. And he sticks it on and they have a bit of dialogue. And then Usyk loses his head and says, I'll get 4 guys, I'll bring 4 Ukrainians, and you can bring 4 of your people, and we'll squabble in the centre of London. Anyway, we're going to watch the full thing. It's about 4.5 minutes long, but I'll probably stop it at different points. Here we go. Bosh.
I want to ask you a question from the bottom of your heart. When Daniel hit you with that shot, I know human beings, when you get hit low, football, whatever, people, straight away you hold like this. When you got hit, you went down, and your body started shaking like this, your stomach. And the referee looked at you, you didn't say low, you didn't complain, you sat there and you froze because you were hurt. Why have you not been honest? I want to know.
Yeah.
I saw you. Me, I can't be fooled. Trust me. I know people's facial expressions. I know physiological reactions, and I saw what I saw. Yeah.
So George Fox says, you got hit there. You didn't complain low. I think he did complain low, or he implied low. But he'd be doing that. That's what I don't rate about you. He is a crybaby to the body. Listen, he's a good fighter. Is he a great? Okay, also for the new age, he's a great fighter as well. Yeah, for the new age, he's a great fighter. I'd love to have seen him in there with some old dogs. Maybe he'd have been able to faff them off. I just think they'd be too big and too strong. I think they'd walk right into him. I don't think they'd respect it. The new age guys, it's like amateur boxing. They get a slap in their face from a jab, and they're like, look at Dubois versus Usyk 1. Dubois like getting backed up. I just don't believe, even for someone like Holyfield, I don't believe he'd have been backing up from Usyk at all. Didn't even back up against Mike Tyson, a prime, or more or less a prime Mike Tyson. He stood right there. So there's no way Usyk fainting in that is going to make Evander Holyfield shit himself. That's my base case. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, George Fox says, you got touched to the body, it was a legal shot. Why are you lying? You know what, I forgot what he said, I'm not going to lie. Play a bit of it with there.
Yeah.
I saw you. Me, I can't be fooled. Trust me. I know people's facial expressions. I know physiological reactions, and I saw what I saw. Yeah.
Okay, it's your opinion.
So, it's interesting. Usyk took a while to respond. And he says, it's your opinion. It's your opinion that I faked it to the body. Now, Usyk's not going to come out and say, yes, it was a fair shot and I milked it. I think that's what happened. Now, I'm not someone, this is the thing, a lot of the Usyk homosexuals, you're hating on Usyk, this, that, the other. I've said many times, I think Usyk, if given a 10-second count, which in my opinion is what should have happened, he'd have got up anyway. And I'm not too sure it would have made much difference. Dubois might have come out strong. Was he going to knock Usyk out in that round? Usyk's very cute. We've never really seen him. We've seen him hurt, but he's not stupid hurt. Yeah? For example, let me think of some fighters who are stupid hurt. They get hurt and they're like, When Usyk gets hurt, he's on his bike and he's here. So he's not fish food. You can't just walk at him and throw shots and he's going to be on a big heap on the floor. Yeah? He's smart hurt. We've seen it with the Fury fight. Was that a headshot? Uppercut? I think it was, or a body, something like that. And Usyk backs up, I think in the 6th round, he takes some back steps. He's not stupid hurt. So I think, if anything, Dubois might have got stopped earlier. I think he probably benefited from that 4-minute rest or whatever. Most likely, the 10-second count would have been given. Usyk would have got up, weathered the storm, and then you best believe that 2 minutes that was left in the round or whatever, that Dubois was running forward and trying to put something on him, he'd have been so gassed and knackered. He probably would have ended up taking a knee earlier. So I think that the result wouldn't have changed. I don't necessarily believe that, or you have to say that Usyk was knocked out to the body and he never would have got up. He was acting too much for me to have been that hurt. Does that make sense? I've seen dudes hurt to the body from a legit or from a real shot that they're really in pain from. They're not doing no They're literally like trying to get closer to the ground. I saw Usyk doing what he does. It's documented. He's always looking at the referee. Ow, my body. Ow. With the AJ fight, AJ's never been... What's the word? Name me a fighter who's complained about AJ's body shots. There's some certain fighters who are renowned for kind of teetering on the boundaries of legality. Name me a time you've seen AJ, people or his opponents complain about low body shots. Never. And in both fights, or particularly second fight, I think there's 2 or 3 occasions, AJ's dinging the right hand to the body, and Usyk's like, ah. So he's a crybaby to the body. End of the day, he's a good fighter or whatever, but he does too much for me. I don't like that. Just suck it up, man. Just take it and crack on and put one back on his belt line. Would be my advice. Now people say, well, YB is so... He's too deep to be cheating, bro. God knows that you was lying. That was not low. That was not in your nuts. Unless your nuts are in your bladder and or around your belly button, it was nowhere near you. Your nuts hang for a start. Yeah, your nuts hang for a start. So unless he hit you between your legs, essentially, that's what you have to believe. Did Dubois hit him between his legs? No. So his nuts ain't there. Yeah? That's where they're not. Anyway.
Bro, listen. This is position, like not punch, yeah. This is.
So Usyk's pointing to. I mean, people, listen, man. I think that's a legal shot. I don't know what everyone's about, man. Sorry, these big nappies. I saw someone the other day. The nappy was like on their chest. I don't. No other sport does that. UFC don't even have groin protectors like that. They wear a cup and that's it. And that's what I believe. Boxers should have a cup on. Yeah? No other sport does that. Why do you need a big nappy for? It's like it's hard enough to get someone's body if they're good, right? Because your elbows are in. And think about it. If you get your elbows in well, now that protector, these days, I watched the Eubank Jr. Sorry, the Eubank Senior. And watch this thing here quick. Just for some education for the masses. You wouldn't believe it. I was watching Nigel Benn versus Chris Eubank Senior. I was watching the fight and I couldn't believe it. There's like almost no. Their nappies are tiny. They're really thin. See a good angle of it. You see what I mean? Look at that nappy there. There's no nappy. So it's like the technology. Look, you wouldn't even know. Chris Eubank Senior, yeah, you wouldn't even know he's got a protector on. These days, when they have protectors on, you see a gap like that. You can't show me where you see a gap between Eubank Senior's back and his shorts. You don't. These days, I'm not sure there's regulations on it. So you might as well go in there. These days they're like this thick, yeah, and they're this long. And bear in mind, these are small guys. These aren't heavyweights. Point. A generic nappy, should be the same for everyone, more or less. So how is Tyson Fury's up here and it's like, no, yeah, there shouldn't be one. There shouldn't even be this much padding on there. Bottom line, and that's a legal shot. This cat Usyk pointing at his belly, man. Come on, bro. I've been seeing the Muay Thais. Sorry. Yeah, if Muay Thais can knee to the body without a nappy on, and UFC fighters, I've seen them do spinning heel kicks and spin round, and John Jones spins round and jabs people right in their bladder, man. Suck it up, bro. End of the day, everyone else be doing it. Yeah, you've already got big gloves on, which take away the pressure of the shot. If John Jones, big hard back mandinga cotton picking looking neck, yeah, if he can spin round and someone's heel, jab his heel into your body, you ain't got to be crying about a big 10-ounce glove getting stuck there. Too much whining from these new age man. Way too much
Look, Johnny, we're in the changing room with you
Man,
now.
this is the wrong leak. Let's go back to where we were. Where is it? Look at this guy here, getting it out. Oh, this is low, bro. This is low. Come on, man.
Your fighter punch me this.
But your reaction.
Stop.
Your reaction.
Yeah, reaction. Listen, you doctor.
You see Shakur, you see Floyd,
No.
we know all the
My
time.
friend,
They
my
stab,
friend,
ask
they
you one
stab,
question?
If you wanna,
They stab the belt always.
if you wanna,
The belt.
if you
They
wanna,
give
if
opportunity
you
to
wanna
answer.
play,
Yeah, yeah,
if you stop. If you wanna play, playing start now.
Yeah, let's play.
Yeah. Listen,
We're always ready to play.
listen.
Trust me.
This clean? Bro,
I've seen so many clips.
this is clean.
I've seen so many clips. I've watched boxing my whole life. If this shot here, let me explain.
My
to you. Let me explain.
my body shake
And
because
your-
you punch here.
And your belt is high
Bro,
as well.
Can I ask you
it's
something?
one.
No, he admitted it. He admitted it. He said my body was shaking. So his body, I like using my, his body's soft. He said, yeah, my body was shaking because you hit me low. Now, you have to believe, people. Yeah? You have to believe. Where is it, man? Come on, people, man. It's just right under his elbow. I'm not being funny here. If you boxed before, he's under his elbow. That's where it is. Usyk's got his elbows in, as he should. He's trying to catch it like that. Dubois gone right under it. I mean, and there's a big thick nappy there pointing out. You can see it. Remember when I showed you the video of Chris Eubank Senior? You didn't see no gap. You can literally see a black misty gap. That's from all the area that's been taken up by a nappy. And Dubois whapped him right on his nappy. Oh, IB, you can't punch on the belt line. So what? He's got to punch where? His chest, literally. Yeah. If Dubois has to avoid Usyk's belt line, that means he has to hit him basically on his chest. That's dead. Sorry, it's a fight, man. It's not even like in kickboxing you can kick people's legs. They've already taken that away. You can't punch people's legs for whatever reason. I don't even necessarily agree with that. I think you should be able to throw leg shots with punches, to be honest. I don't see it should be a complete fight. Anything but the balls should go, in my opinion. Yeah? That might be it would open the game up. You're in there and you're digging someone's leg and it's taking legs away from them. In fact, that would be great for pressure fighters as well. You just go in there and dig dude's legs and his legs all bust up. I think it would make the game more dynamic. I don't see why not. What's so special about your legs being hit? They say a bunch of man, you can't hit people in their bladder. All right, what about legs then? Oops. Why can't you punch someone in the legs for? Yeah, that's strategic. It will get people like Shakur Stevenson. You go in there and just start banging his legs. Pause. Yeah, for sure. But anyway, that's another debate. This shot was legal, and Usyk admitted, he confessed. You heard it. I was shaking. He shook me to my boots because he hit me in my bladder. Ish, I'm not even sure it's his bladder, man. Honestly. How can we prove it's not even his bladder? Let's have a look. You see what I mean? You got it pulled. Think about how high your belly button is. You can't even see it on here. Look. There's no belly button there. There's no belly button at all. So, he's got it pulled up to his belly button, or above. It's like, how much less body did you know what I mean? You got hit on your belly button, man. That's how it looks to me, based on this. Based on your shorts being pulled up to your armpits, you got hit to the body, man. Yeah, don't mean you. I think you would have won anyway. But you stop lying, man. Listen, he rocked me to my boots. Yeah, he came in, he touched my soft body, and that's why you see he don't want Caballero. I'm not sure about Dubois, but I'm telling you now, seriously. I'd love Caballero. I hope Turkey. I don't know why Turkey ain't put Caballero on, to be honest. Caballero will stop Usyk. It won't go the distance. I think Usyk's found his ceiling in heavyweight boxing. And his ceiling is no gas, no defense, stiff. AJ, no defense, no gas. Fury, no defense, no gas. That's his level. When Caballero goes in there, and just walks onto him, Caballero didn't even respect Zhang's best shot. It bounced off. He got hit down. He got put down and jumped up. If you're not shitting yourself from Zhang, he's gonna walk right into Usyk. And if you think Usyk's crying about the body from Dubois' one shot, you wait till Caballero's touching him up and down like a heavy bag. You won't have seen nothing. He gets stopped. Caballero stops Usyk. I like Usyk. He gets stopped. That's what would actually happen. And I don't know why Turkey's paying all these plumbers. Oh, Tyson Fury will pay you 150 mil. Pay Usyk 150 mil to fight Caballero. Because he'll get his... Trust me, man. It'll be red panty night. That's what it will be. It'll be red panty night. You best believe it. Yeah, he'll get chopped up. He don't want that. That's why he likes these big, stiff, slow, tired heavyweights. Caballero will be all over him. I'm not even sure it goes 8, to be honest. It might even be... Look at Zhang. When's he been stopped? Oops. Yeah? When's he been stopped? We don't know when he's been stopped. Let's get back to this thing anyway.
Did you ever get hit in the
course,
box?
that's why I'm saying,
the
that
pass.
fight. I've done
That part
250
in the
rounds
box.
with Fury, I've fought people. So my question to you, I've watched boxing my whole life.
Okay.
You
How
look at
many?
Floyd Mayweather, you look at
Okay.
Shakur
How
Stevenson.
many?
I'm
How
fin- let
many
me finish.
professional?
Every
how
time the
many
belt, it gets
professional
punched.
fight?
Every fight. But I know you were hurt. And you know what? Forget me, forget him, forget him, forget him, forget all these people. You know you were hurt. Because I heard what you said. You know.
It's
And
your
that's it.
opinion.
No. It's your opinion. No, it's my opinion.
Yeah.
It's your reality.
Not my
You
reality.
got your minute of fame.
Stop! Stop!
Sure,
It's
really.
my time now. Please listen. How many professional fight you have?
Don't worry about that.
No.
Don't worry about that.
So you
I've had
ask
a few. I've had
questions,
a
you
few.
want him
Five,
to
five.
answer you, but
Many
you
amateur
don't
fights,
answer.
sparring. Yeah,
He asked you
five.
professional
Five.
Maybe you... Як тобі били нижче пояса хоч раз? Did anyone...
Yeah, of course, I've
How you
experienced
feel?
it. It depends,
After.
but when I get hit here,
Yeah.
the first thing I do, this is what you have to understand. When I got hit here, the first thing you do, any man, we've all been here. Football hits you there, you get hit here. You hold like you go, you went, and you sat there, and your body started to move like this. I saw what I saw.
Because
and the referee,
you fight my ball.
the referee went, and the referee
you fight my ball.
The referee went.
So Usyk saying he hit my balls. I'm sorry, people. I don't know how the Usyk homosexuals can claim his balls are around his belly button. Sorry, it's your bladder at the very most, and I don't think that's illegal. It might be in the gay rules they've got. It might be illegal, but I'm not into no gay rules, man. That's for the RuPaul cats. If you're a RuPaul, you'll be saying, "Oh, he hit him in his nuts." If you're really about the squabble, that was nothing to learn about it, man. Suck it up, bro. Suck it up and crack on. Or give him one back on the belt line. If it was that bad, give him one back on the belt line. No one else is crying about being hit on the belt line. No one else is going to make a big scene about it. You've already got a nappy on, a big thick thing there protecting your bladder. How much less do you want on there? So, I don't know why they're lying about the balls for. And that tells you what you need to know about Usyk. Is something off? Not off. Is it a cheater? People say he's the most kind of, he's the most based. He's like pure rules and that. He's lying. Yeah. Again, in the comments, is that what you tell me this is in the nuts? That's what you have to say. That was a nut shot. Yeah? It was not a nut shot.
The referee went, and then you went. And then he said, no.
Okay, 3 minutes,
I know,
yeah.
I saw it. That's not opinion. You can go watch. Everyone can go watch.
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
See you 18, yeah. July.
Yeah.
Maybe 19 July. Again, please.
See, now listen. I told you, I cannot take away your achievements. I respect you.
Okay.
But I know what I saw.
Okay,
It's your opinion.
experiment now. Okay?
Let's ask
You
Daniel.
say
Let's ask
one-
Daniel to punch.
Stop, guys. One punch, I give you here. Yes, now power, and one punch here. Okay?
If you punch me there, I'm gonna take your head.
See what I mean? Like, this guy, I don't know what he's doing.
And one punch here.
So he's pointing at his nuts. Like, bro, it was never in his nuts. Why do that for? Just suck it up, man. You hit me with a good shot. That's why I lost respect for Usyk, to be honest. And he used the whole, we're in Poland type thing to... The referee was glazing him, saying, no, sit down for longer. Yeah? I don't like when anyone does it, when they're kind of... Unless it's really taking the piss. I don't know why fighters would do that for. Unless someone's really doing something that they shouldn't be doing, like punching on the back of the head. But if a shot's half close, you just have to suck it up. You can't be whining. I want my opponent to know that I'm weak there. But I think the cat's out of the bag now for Usyk, so there's no good him larping. He might as well try and use try and leverage his clout. Often we saw it with Tank Davis. Oh yeah, the diddy grease. If Lamont Roach had took a knee and talked about the diddy grease in his eye, the fight would have been stopped. It would have been a knockout victory for Tank. So Usyk leverages that A-sideness to complain and whatnot. And that's where I lose respect for me. Not that it matters to him. He can give a fuck, could he, what I think about him. But still, he's not the pinnacle of fightingness. His body is soft.
Okay?
If you punch me there, I'm going to take your head off your shoulder.
No.
If you punch me there...
He asked you,
Okay.
He asked you, you don't have to get it over here. He asked you as experiment.
Okay, sorry.
And you tell me how you feel, okay? Okay, one punch here, and one punch here.
Why am I going to give you a free punch?
And you tell me, I'm okay.
My father told me you punch before you get punched.
Don't worry, I'm good.
No, listen.
No.
I've said my piece. Now you're just waffling.
This really.
I respected you, but now you're waffling.
Brother,
I said my piece. That's it.
I'm boxing
Anyway,
too.
like you said, the guys, they're going to have the opportunity.
I'm non boxer.
So,
Every
finally, you're a young boxer. It's your opinion. Just
The people watching.
That's weird. It's like they've edited out the violent part. Anyway, Dev put us on. Dev Sani put us on. So here's the other league. Here's the real league. I don't know why they ain't record this. This is the good part. And you lose his head.
This is. Your fighter punch me this.
But your reaction.
Stop.
Your reaction.
Yeah, reaction. Listen, you doctor.
You see Shakur, you see Floyd, we know it all the
My
time.
friend,
They
can
stab,
I ask
they
you one
stab-
question?
If you
They stab the
wanna,
belt always.
if you
The
wanna,
belt
if you
always.
wanna, after fight we go to center of London.
Yeah.
Your team for people, my team for people, and make them.
I would love that. Trust me, bro. Listen, boxing is boxing.
Yeah.
In life, I will pull your eyeballs out of your head.
Okay.
Your tongue will be out hanging out
Yeah,
your mouth.
yeah.
Forget it. So
Okay.
stick to boxing.
Boxing's boxing in life. I'll pull your eyeballs out of your head and your tongue will be dunking out. With bosses on your eyes and shit. Now, the light skin bars, that was good. Obviously, Usyk can't speak English, but I don't mind. George Fox, he wasn't coming at it. He wasn't ghettoing the place out. He had constructive arguments, and I can't really disagree. Now, listen. I've got some bread on Dubois. Do I think, if I had to pick a winner, logically speaking, you'd have to go with Usyk. That's what the masses are saying. Usyk's like a 3-1 favourite. But I mean, I can't. I find it hard to back styles that I find. Usyk's good at what he does. He's good at winning for sure. It's just a bit stinky for me. It's not long now either. It's about 6 weeks away. It's a bit stinky. And if Dubois can just tighten up, I think there's some footage of Dubois actually since we're here. Daniel Dubois training. I'm not really seeing many upgrades. I think that was the video, to be fair. It's there. Oh, that moody music. Come on, man. His hands are, see what I mean? His hands are still a bit too low for me. He's just doing. It looks a bit quicker, but he's still doing the kind of hair business. And I think, I guess he's putting some pace on his approach. But the problem is that kind of. He's trying. I just think Usyk's going to be dinging things down the middle. And Dubois, his pad man's too small. His pad man's tiny. When you're a taller fighter and there's some manlet throwing shots, they're easy to read. When someone's more on your height level, it's a different ball game. Never mind, Usyk's quick and knows what he's doing. And if you're gappy, man, like Dubois like this, gappy, it's going to be the straights all night again, potentially. But Dubois does have the engine, and that's what you need to do. He was getting smoked by Hrgovic. At some point, even if he's getting smoked by Usyk, at some point, Usyk's 40-year-old legs might just give out. if he can just keep putting pressure on. I'd just like him to do so from here. Yeah, put the pressure on from here. You ain't gotta be doing this, man. Just get right here, methodical, and walk right into him, and then let him slap your guard and whatnot. You can't be getting hit. Dubois will be getting hit too clean here, too gappy, man. He'll be getting hit too clean, and at some point, well, he was getting hit clean by Hrgovic. It didn't affect him. The difference is Hrgovic is renowned to have no gas. The difference is Hrgovic is somewhat leaky and he gets tired and lazy himself. So this could look like Dubois versus Hrgovic won, but the first 5 rounds just continue. Or it could look like Chisora versus Usyk. Dubois coming in, he gets some good rounds at some points, but ultimately Usyk wins on points. And I think maybe what I would do is Dubois by stoppage or Usyk on points. We have got the London edge as such. So if Dubois can win 5 rounds, maybe Frank Warren can fix a moody scorecard. Because the thing is about old champions aren't really good for much. That makes sense. Yeah, they're not really good for much. Unless Turkey wants to try and set up and put his Sandy man on, Ajit Kabayel. Outside of that, if Usyk retires with the belts, it's a bit of an anticlimax. Because everyone will say, well, are you really the best? Because the best man just left a year or 2 ago. The best thing that can happen is Usyk gets popped. And if Turkey's got a long-term vision, the most valuable thing to him is we've got a new undisputed champion. A man who beat the man. Unlike when Lennox Lewis retired, it took 5-10 years for anyone to really believe that the Klitschko's were the real deal, because they've been beat already by him. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I want to just check in on the odds quick. July 19th, yeah, Dubois 3-1 under. That's where my money would be. To be honest, you put 100 quid on Usyk, you get £36 profit back. That's not bad though, is it? 36% return. That's not bad. That's not too bad. How old is he now? Mm, 38, 39, so it'll be 38 and a half. That's not terribly old, is it? That's not proper dustified. Yeah, it's an intriguing fight. I just hope Dubois, man. Right here, man, right here. Walk right into him in straight lines. No bouncing. In that first fight, I might do a video actually on my Patreon. Dubois just bouncing. He's like bouncing and waiting, man. You can't bounce and wait. It's in a boxing match with Usyk. You're not gonna. What we've learnt now is you ain't gonna outbox him. Fury's 6'9", quicker than Dubois, trickier to some extent than Dubois. AJ tried faffing around with him twice. You've got to just get in there, Caballero style. Yeah, churning round after round. Even against Hrgovic, Dubois, he's a boxer puncher. He's not a pressure. He's not an out and out pressure fighter. I watched the AJ fight back as well. Even there, he caught AJ with a big shot early, but he's not a traditional pressure fighter. He's a boxer puncher, and I think a boxer puncher, it just lets Usyk get you on the boxing part. Yeah, a boxer puncher needs to box, i.e. Dubois needs to land his one double jab or his jab to get his right hand off. The problem is with Usyk, he's giving you the feints. Watch that first fight. And Usyk's a southpaw, which means Dubois' jab's even less effective. So a boxer puncher needs to get his jab going to put someone on the back. The problem with Usyk is, as a southpaw, it's going to be hard to land your jab. Plus, in the meantime, before you've even thought about getting your jab off, he's stabbed you once, he's put his left hand in, and it's like debilitating. You've got to get in there and just get short, like Chisora did. How many times do you see Chisora really jabbing? That's not saying Caballero wouldn't jab, but it's how you're doing it. You're stuck in the mud, in the middle of the ring, and you're just walking in. Yeah? But that's stupid, YB. Listen, it's stupid trying to box with dude, because you're getting pinged anyway. How many times have we seen dudes trying to box with him, and they're getting pinged? Yeah? You might as well be a heavy bag and try and wear his legs out. you probably lose the first 4 or 5 straight up, just trying to get to him. But at some point, them old legs, and when you get older, the kind of deterioration of your cardio, it's not linear. Usyk's gas tank won't go down like, I don't know, 5% per round. It would be like 5%, 5%, 8%, 9%, 12%. See what I mean? You got to be there, but you got to take them at that flak early to get the dividends in the back end. You can't be boxing with him and blowing all your load and having a faff off with him, and you're goosed. You're as goosed, if not more than him, in round 6. That's my opinion. This fight needs to look like Tank Davis versus Frank Martin type thing. Just on him, looking, plodding in. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, left the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about it. Some people stop it. Ball.